What's up YouTube? We have a CRAZE yoga haul and I always get a lot of requests for this whenever I post a Lululemon haul. So today is finally the day we are trying stuff. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I love to do in-depth hauls. So if you're into that or just want to see other things I have to post, be sure to subscribe so you can stay in the loop. I have 6 sets to try. A lot of these are dupes of Lululemon styles I already own. So like a lot of Align buttery fabrics, but I do have a few new styles that I don't think I've seen at Lululemon, so I am excited to try those out. So with that said, we are going to be comparing stuff side by side with Lululemon things I already own. We're gonna talk about the fabric difference, the size difference, the color difference, the price difference. We are gonna talk about it all. So let me stop talking and let's dive right in. Of course, like always, first things first, the Sarah stats. My bust is around 34 inches, my waist is around 27 inches, and my hips are around 38 inches. And of course, it fluctuates depending on the time of the month. Also, I am a shorty. I am 5'1", so we'll see how well these leggings fit around my ankles, because that's always my biggest problem. In Lululemon sizing, typically I am a 6 or an 8 in tops, and then with bottoms, I can either do a 4 or a 6. It kind of just really depends on how much compression or like how much of a hug I want on me. And most of the stuff I got in this haul is a size small. There's 3 tops that I did get in the medium because like I said, sometimes I'm an 8 in sports bras and that translates to a medium. So we will see what size I really am. And hopefully that's gonna help you determine what size to get. All right, that's kind of it. Let's get into it. Up first from CRAZE Yoga is the set in sage green. This is called their Softness Molds Butterluxe Longline Sports Bra. I got it in a size medium and it was $32. And these are their 6-inch Butterluxe biker shorts. I got these in a size small and these were $24. Now let's compare the CRAZE set to the Lululemon set. So these are them side by side. Lululemon is on the left, CRAZE is on the right. The colors are almost identical. If I just saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, I have that color. But comparing side by side, they're slightly different. But I have had this set for like 5 years and I've washed and dried it and worn it a bajillion of times. So maybe the color has faded a little bit, but they're not that far off. The shorts are practically identical. The only difference I am seeing is in the seams on the Lululemon one. They just seem a little bit lighter and more contrasted against the CRAZE one. But again, that might just because they're worn and faded and maybe the thread dye has faded, but if that's the only difference, I'll take it. Now, as for the tank tops, the only differences that I'm seeing is that the seam that kind of goes down and around the torso is more prominent on the front of the CRAZE Yoga one, as you can see here, whereas the Lululemon top has them mainly going down the back and just a little bit in the front. The other thing, this one does say it's like the molded sports bra, so it doesn't have like a built-in shelf. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the inside and it kind of just has like this very soft, almost foamy feeling padding, whereas the Lululemon tank just has a classic built-in shelf bra underneath. The CRAZE style is definitely more comfortable, but the Lulu style just offers more support and lifts everything up. So they function a little bit differently, but they look very, very similar. The Align tanks typically go for like $68, whereas this is $32. So it's literally like half the price. The Align shorts typically go for like $49, whereas this was $24. Here's the CRAZE Yoga set on. I definitely could have done a small in this top. It's just a little too loose. It's not holding me in, but it is very comfortable. The shorts are Lululemon shorts. There is no difference. They feel light, they feel so soft, and they look so good. I might even say that the hem feels a little looser and it's not as constricting, but it's not that big of a difference. Now, if I didn't already have this same exact set from Lululemon, I would probably keep it, but I'm not gonna. If you blinked, you may have not noticed that this is a different set. Or maybe you did because the fit on this one is just a lot more flattering. I know I got a size too big in the CRAZE top, but I think because the Lululemon has that shelf bra and it's more fitted, it just accentuates my curves. It looks a lot better. As for the shorts, exactly the same, no differences, same fit, same color. same look. So since the CRAZE yoga set is this exact same color and it didn't fit well, it's gonna go back and I'm just gonna stick with this for now. But in the future, I'm definitely gonna grab that in a different color. This next set is in the color Green Palm Court, and oh my God, it's so cute. This is called the Butterluxe V-neck sports bra. I got it in a size small, and this was $28. And these are the Butterluxe high-waisted lounge legging in a 25-inch inseam. I got these in a size small, and they were $32. When I was shopping on Amazon, it was kind of hard to find like different inseams in my size and cute colors. So I'll give Lululemon that. Their shopping experience is just better. You can easily pick a color, you can easily pick the size, you can easily pick the inseam. It's just easier to shop, if that makes sense. So typically I like to do a 23-inch in the Lululemon Aligns, but we're working with the 25-inch today. And like I mentioned before, my main problem with leggings is that the ankle is so loose around my ankles. So I haven't been able to find any that are actually tight. I've read on Reddit some girls actually going into their tailor and getting them like taken in or tapered in, which I am tempted to do, but at the same time, tailoring adds up. And I wanted to try this bra because it has like a V-neck, which I thought was kind of cute, and it has adjustable straps. I don't know why Lululemon doesn't do adjustable straps. I think that they think that adjustable straps maybe cheapen the look, but I mean, I need them because my torso is short. So to be able to adjust is just, it's worth it. It's worth it compromising a sleek look. Also, it helps it function better, so I don't know why they don't put them. So with that being said, let's compare to some Lululemon stuff I have. Now the Lululemon stuff I'm comparing the CRAZE stuff with isn't an exact match, but this is gonna help us. It's just gonna help us. So these Aligns are in a 23-inch inseam, and this is a size 6. These, again, are a size small with a 25-inch inseam. And the small looks like the perfect size for me. The only thing is that it is about 2 inches longer, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think I mentioned this with the previous set, but with all of the CRAZE butter Align fabric ones, they don't have the pocket on the waistband that Lululemon loves to do, which I absolutely hate. It always shows through. I mean, you could probably see it here. It shows through all the time, and I just don't like it. I want it to look sleek and smooth and like not distracting. Also, if you like these pockets, can you please comment and say why? Because it just seems like a hassle to put stuff in here. If I ever need to carry anything, I just tuck it into my waistband because they're fitted enough that it'll hold on to it at least for a short while. Anyway, so that's probably the biggest difference between these two, is that this doesn't have a pocket, but this does, which I am fine with. Now these colors are pretty close, but I don't think they're exact. I think this one's called like Rosemary, and it is their Flow Y-back bra that is not adjustable. And this looks pretty close, but I think this color is Green Palm Court, which is a Lululemon color. But also Lululemon just constantly releases the same colors, just in slightly different shades, which is also annoying. The Flow Y-back has like a scoop neck, where this one has a V-neck. So hopefully it's not too low and revealing, because otherwise I don't think I'll be comfortable wearing it at the gym. And the biggest difference is that these straps are adjustable. The Lululemon bra is $48 and the CRAZE yoga bra is $28. The Lululemon leggings typically go for $98, whereas the CRAZE yoga ones are $32. I am really loving this color on me. I am actually very impressed with this. The leggings fit so nicely. They were very loose around my ankles, but I kind of just hiked them up to get them better situated on my body. So hopefully they just don't slide back down, but right now, they're looking pretty good. They're so soft and comfortable. If I didn't know any better, I would think I'm wearing Lululemon. I hate removable padding. You can always see the padding outline in the light, and it just, I hate it. And they also get all frumpy and clumpy when you wash it. They move around. They're annoying. So I always take it out. Even with the Lululemon stuff, I always take it out. Now that these are out, I usually pop my cakes in. I've talked about these before. I bought them myself and I absolutely love them. So let me just pop them right in. And now they just look so much more seamless while still having the coverage. The bra is a little lower than what I'm comfortable with, but at the same time, it's not that bad. I think I would be comfortable enough wearing this to the gym. Of course, on days where I'm not like moving around too much, so nothing pops out. But this looks so good. I am so impressed. I really am. I also really love how you don't see the pocket outline like you do see it on the Lululemon lines. It's just more seamless. It's more comfortable. I think I might keep this. And just to compare, this is more of like a scoop neck, but still just a strappy sports bra. And the back is a Y back. And these are the 23-inch Align leggings. They hit above my ankle, but they're still kind of loose above my ankle. But if they do slide down, they're not going to be bunching around my ankles, if that makes sense. But also not as seamless as the CRAZE ones. You can really see the pocket outline. The pocket outline is very obvious, and I just don't like it. It's not that functional for me. Now moving on to this set in Oasis Blue. This is called the Softness Mold Butterluxe Strappy Longline Sports Bra. I got it in a size medium, and it was $32. And these are those same 6-inch Butterluxe biker shorts. I got them in a size small, and they were $24. While I don't have the exact color, I have the exact same set. So let's talk about the differences, if there even are any. There's only a couple small differences that I'm noticing. The first one is the fabric. This one is just a slinkier, softer fabric. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just so soft and smooth and bendable. It's slippy. Whereas this one has that Butterluxe feel. It has the Align feel. So it's not as smooth feeling, but it is soft. The other thing is that it has a seam here, more like a traditional sports bra. Whereas this one, it just looks like it's glued on or something, without even having anything back here. The Like a Cloud Longline bra from Lululemon goes for $68, whereas the CRAZE Yoga bra goes for $32. Another little thing about it being sewn differently is that, I don't know, this just seems more seamless and less irritating, whereas this one, I don't know, if you have sensitive skin, it could rub you the wrong way. We've already gone over the shorts, but just to remind you, they are the same. The only difference, which I think is a plus, is that this one doesn't have that waistband pocket, whereas this one does. But they're essentially the same thing. This one is just $64, whereas this one is $24. For the top being a medium, it fits surprisingly well, but I think I would prefer a small just to hold me in a little better. But I just love how the waistband is kind of loose and flexible. It doesn't feel so tight and constricting like some of the other bras from Lululemon I have. The shorts are phenomenal. They're exactly like my Lululemon ones, except better because, like I've said time and time again, I hate the pocket that's on the waistband. Also, this color is just too good not to keep. So I think I am gonna exchange the medium for the small, keep the shorts, and be looking cute all summer long. All right, here's the Lululemon version. Not the same color, but the exact same style. We've got the 6-inch shorts, we've got the Longline Cloud bra. I feel like the bra fits a little bit better just because it's more my size, but I honestly think if I size down in the blue one, it's gonna be fitting like this, but there's not really that much of a difference. Again, since this is a lighter Lululemon color, they double line it, so it does feel a little more thick, it feels a little more compressive, but the look is the same. So yeah, that's that. Here we have another set. This one is in the color Milky White and in parentheses bone, and I have that exact Lululemon color in almost this exact set. But before we get into that, this is their Butterluxe Spaghetti Strap Sports Bra. I got it in a size medium, and this was $26. The fabric is that same very soft, buttery Align feel. This one does not have an adjustable strap. Yet again, these are the Butterluxe biker shorts, but this time in a 4-inch inseam. I got these in a size small, and they were $24. Typically don't like 4-inch inseams, but I think they only had this color in my size in the 4-inch, so you know what? We're trying it. All right, we got Lululemon on the left, CRAZE Yoga on the right, and the color is actually exact. I think Lululemon has a very similar bra, and I think it's called the Wunder Train bra, but I'm not too sure, and I don't have it. But I do have the Cloud Longline bra to kind of just compare the color. They're not really that comparable besides the color, but it's different, and I'm excited to try it. And again, for the shorts, the only difference between the Lululemon one and the CRAZE one is that waistband pocket. and then these are 4 inches, these are 6. Like we've seen with the other ones, they're a match. And if you want to save your money, just get the CRAZE yoga ones. It's so nice that they do put like the Lululemon color on their product description, because if there's a Lululemon thing you like but you don't want to pay the price or it's not in your size, just search it on Amazon and it might pop up, and then you can get what you want at a great price. And just to remind you, these are 64. These are 24. The only thing I'm kind of skeptical about with the CRAZE ones is that they don't feel as thick. So I don't know if they're double lined. So I don't know if these are gonna be see-through. Typically with lighter Lululemon colors, they double line it and you can feel it on your hands, you can feel it on you. It just feels a lot thicker and more compressive. Even though the Align fabric is supposed to be like light and airy and almost naked feeling. This sports bra actually reminds me of something Aritzia has, but it's very soft, it's very smooth. I just don't think it's my size. This is a medium, and I think a small would have just fit better, especially since the straps aren't adjustable. This bra has the same issue with the padding, so I would remove them, but I think this is just slightly too big for me anyway. I think it would just lay right and look more flattering a size down, which the size small is proving to be my true size. The shorts are great. The only thing is, for me, I think I prefer the 6-inch over the 4-inch, just because I know when I'm gonna start walking around, these are gonna ride up and just be too short for me. Not that they look bad, it's just they're too short for me. But the fabric feels like a line. It's very comfortable. And the milky white bone color is the same color as the Lululemon bone. So even though I don't really love this, at least it proved the similarities. For comparison's sake, here is the Lululemon set in that same exact bone color. Kind of like how I was saying earlier, the Lululemon shorts just feel double lined, whereas the CRAZE ones don't, but I don't think they're see-through. But again, these are the 6-inch shorts. The ones from CRAZE are 4-inch. Not that much of a difference, but again, I just prefer these. And this bra that I'm wearing from Lululemon isn't even close to the one from CRAZE, but the color is the same. And this just fits better. All right, we're on to some new styles from CRAZE Yoga that I haven't seen at or tried at Lululemon. This is the Butterlux Longline Square Neck Sports Bra. I got it in a size medium, and this was $32. And these are the Butterlux Low Rise Workout Legging with a 25-inch inseam. I got these in a size small and they were $32. Also, this color is called Cambric Blue. I think square neck tops are so cute, and I liked how the back was like full coverage, if that makes sense. It just looked so comfortable. Before even trying it on, it does look like it's gonna be loose on me, but just to show you what we got going on the inside, this has a classic shelf bra, which should offer some support, but like I said, this looks like it's gonna be a little loose on me. And I wanted to try out these low-rise leggings because sometimes the high-rise gets a little annoying, so I just wanted to try something different. Like I said, I don't really own anything in Lululemon that is comparable, so I don't have anything to compare it to. I am loving the low rise. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but like I said, sometimes high-waisted is just too high-waisted, especially on short girls like me, where our torsos aren't that long. So sometimes it's just like riding up on my ribs, and it just feels uncomfortable sometimes. I am really liking this. Also, for this being a 25-inch inseam, it's not that bunchy around my ankles, which is truly surprising. Like I mentioned before, typically I have to like hike up the fabric to get it a little bit more situated, but if I hike them up, they just look like high-rise, but they fit a lot better. Again, I'm just worried that like if I'm moving about, they'll just slide down and kind of reset the issue. But so far so good with the leggings. Now for the top, it's so cute, but it's too big. I think if I got it a small or even an extra small and have it really be fitted so it kind of fits me like the Align Lululemon tanks, I think I would really, really love this. Like I said, I don't really have anything comparable from Lululemon, so this is kind of it. We've made it to our final set. We've got more Butterlux fabric, but this time in the color Hot Fudge Brown. And I own this exact thing from Lululemon. Of course, there's minor differences, but they look identical. This is the Butterlux One Shoulder Sports Bra. I got it in a size small, and it was $28. These are actually called the Butter Lift High-Waisted Workout Legging. This is in a 25-inch inseam. I got these in a size small, and they were $32. What makes these butter lift is that the back seam has like a dip in it to accentuate the booty. Now let's compare. This is the Lululemon set, this is the CRAZE Yoga set. The color is pretty spot on. There's just a slight difference, but it's just so dark you can't really even tell. So on the bras, the straps are on opposite sides. For two, I think the Lululemon one came in like bigger cup sizes. I think they had one for like A and B cups and then another one for C and D cups. And for the bigger cup sizes, they have this darting on the side. Also, it just has like a bigger band along the bottom. The CRAZE Yoga one has a smaller band and it does not have the little darting on the side. As for the leggings, this is a 25 inch, this is a 23 inch, so it's just slightly longer. And similar with the gray sage set that I showed first, the seam on this one just has more of a contrast, and that just might be because I've worn it and washed it for a really long time. And then also this one just has a more curved seam where this one is more straight. And as for the price difference, the Lululemon leggings are $98, the CRAZE Yoga ones are $32. I don't think Lululemon still currently sells this, but I believe it was $58, whereas the CRAZE Yoga one is $28. I might need to get myself some more butter lift leggings because they look so good. Of course, I hiked these up a little bit, but in doing that, the ankles look a lot better, but unfortunately it does kind of like bunch in other places, especially on the backside, but it's looking pretty good. And I think I might even dare to say that I prefer the CRAZE Yoga one shoulder bra over the Lululemon one shoulder bra. It just fits nicer, it feels like it stays up easier, and it's a lot more comfortable. So even though the Lululemon one has like those darts on the side, I feel like this is just a better fit even without those things. So as you can see here, this one has the dipped seam in the back, so it's a little more flattering on the butt. I don't really like the athletic bottoms that have the dipped seam and the scrunch on the butt crack. I think it's just a little too much, but this is the right amount. So again, I love this set. I definitely want to keep it, but I'm gonna return it and potentially exchange it for another color. But again, I should make room in my closet before I do that. Here's the Lululemon version on. It looks identical to the CRAZE Yoga one. Even though these are the 23-inch inseam, they're not all that different. This one does not have the dipped seam on the back, but it's still cute. They're just very minor differences, but I do think I prefer the top in the CRAZE one. And these leggings just fit a little better. So maybe they have the butter lift leggings in a 23-inch inseam that I should try, but for now, I think I prefer these ones. All right, we made it through everything. That is everything that I got. So in conclusion, CRAZE Yoga's quality is on par with Lululemon. So if you don't care to have Lululemon's branding on your clothes and you just want good quality athletic wear, shop CRAZE Yoga because the fabrics are the same, the sizing is pretty comparable, the prices are just too good to beat, and they even have some of the same colors so you can get the Lululemon look for a lot less. But with that being said, they do have different styles and one does have a better shopping experience. I know CRAZE Yoga has its own website, which is better than shopping on Amazon, but I always find that they don't have a lot of sizes in stock and they don't have as many cute colors as Lululemon, and CRAZE Yoga's website doesn't offer free returns. So that's why shopping on Amazon is sometimes better because you can just send it back and get your money back. No problems, no hassle. And I guess one good thing about Lululemon is they have actual physical stores you can go to try stuff on, so you don't need to order stuff online. But really, besides the selection offered at Lululemon and the shopping experience, the quality is the same, the looks are the same, the fabric is the same. It's just the prices that aren't the same. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you still have any questions or concerns or even comments about CRAZE Yoga versus Lululemon, leave them down below because I love talking to you guys. And if you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe, but that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it this far, you're a rock star. And I will talk to you later. Bye!